Mortal Kombat 1 just keeps on getting better and better. We've got a lot to go over with this update to the game, including tons of story details and characters to go over, so let's dive into the news that just dropped. Starting off with a brand new trailer to look at, revealing 3 classic characters. We've been teased constantly about Reptile making an appearance, but we can now confirm that Reptile indeed will be a main roster character in Mortal Kombat 1, in addition to Ashura and Havoc from MK Deception. Deception seems to be a game Mortal Kombat 1 is borrowing a bit from, just going from some of the characters introduced in MK1, with Ashura and Havoc earning their main roster spots, along with Darius being a cameo fighter. I know the full roster of characters has not been revealed yet, but with so much up in the air as to who this game's central villain could be in Liu Kang's new timeline, perhaps we'll see more from Deception as we get closer to launch. Onaga, perhaps? Reptile made one hell of an appearance here in the trailer, displaying both his rare humanoid and reptilian form. Players will be able to switch between both forms with certain attacks governing one of the 2 forms.
Scorpion.
Reptile is one of the most legendary characters in Mortal Kombat's long history, being a secret character all the way back in the first game. Syzoth, more commonly known as Reptile, is one of the few original characters in all of Mortal Kombat, debuting in the original MK as a secret character. He would make his first playable debut in MK2 and has been featured in many Mortal Kombat games ever since, but it has been exceedingly rare seeing Reptile inhabit his human form. Reptile is easily one of the most unique characters in all of Mortal Kombat, not only due to his 2 forms that he possesses, but also his unique backstory. Syzoth comes from a race called the Saurians, who fled Earthrealm in a battle between the gods that nearly destroyed the realm millions of years ago. Fleeing Earthrealm for Zatara, that realm was eventually invaded and then annexed by Shao Kahn, the Emperor of Outworld. Shao Kahn was ruthless, killing off most of the Saurians who previously called Zatara their home, only leaving but a mere handful of survivors. Among those who lived do we see Reptile, a descendant of those who endured much punishment and harsh cruelty under the rule of General Shao. In the previous timelines, Reptile was trained to be a servant of both Shao Kahn and Shang Tsung, but with this new timeline, it looks like Reptile is joining up with the forces of good, fleshing out a new side to Reptile that we haven't particularly seen. Stating that he was shunned from his own people, that he could take up a human form, perhaps we will learn much more about the Saurian people and the internal struggles Reptile may be grappling with for acceptance and coming across as a good guy. Regardless, Reptile quickly rose to becoming one of my most anticipated characters to play in Mortal Kombat 1, with his incredible ability to morph between his human and reptilian form on the fly. This will undoubtedly lead to an incredible amount of permutations with the comboing, and I am all here for it. Are you as ecstatic as I am to see Reptile make a return like this in Mortal Kombat 1? Let me know in the comments. But that's not all. Toasty! We have Ashura and Havoc, 2 characters who made their debuts in Mortal Kombat Deception to reprise their roles here in MK1 as main roster fighters. Ashura, a demon from the Netherrealm, reprised her role in MK Deception as a demon hunter who would jump back and forth between the forces of good and evil. Her appearance is quite different in her Mortal Kombat 1 reveal, showing less of a human appearance in the upcoming game. Instead, her skin is of a lighter yellow, sporting black-colored eyes similar to D'Vorah, which makes me believe that NetherRealm Studios is making Ashura embody more of her demonic nature this time around. Although appearing more like a demon, Ashura claims that she has purged most of the evil from her soul, making her sister demons furious at her shift. It will be fascinating to see how Ashura, like Reptile, contend and cope with their own kind, as they are shunned for displaying sides different to what their people are accustomed to. Ashura was a solid character introduced in MK Deception, and I really look forward to seeing her evolution and presence in this brand new timeline here in MK1. It should come as no surprise that Havoc is as chaotic and bloodthirsty as ever, so him assuming the role as an anarchist in this new timeline is not entirely surprising. In the old timeline, Havoc hailed from Chaos Realm, with his only ambitions to spread conflict and ally himself with those who he believes can further his own ends, regardless of the other's goals. He opposes the Dragon King Onaga and is heralded as a hero by the inhabitants of Chaos Realm, and so having that understanding going into MK1 could lead to some really interesting stuff with the story. He's a fascinating character, able to use his own body parts as weapons and projectiles, all while being able to grow them back with ease, definitely alluding to some awesome combos and fighting opportunities here in Mortal Kombat 1. I am most looking forward to see what role he plays in this new timeline, with one of the most popular characters coming from Chaos Realm and one who so deeply opposes Onaga. It really makes me amped up to see what kind of villain will seek to rule them all here in MK1. Onaga returning here definitely makes sense, and I would freaking party like tomorrow is the end of the world if that were the case, but I want you to let me know what you think will be the big bad in MK1 in the comments below. It can't be Shang Tsung, right? Although this news has been circulating around the MK community for a few weeks now, I'd like to just mention here that there are leaks that have surfaced regarding MK1's second Kombat Pack, providing possible insight into future DLC content. This one was first revealed by Twitter user Idle Sloth. We know that the Kombat Pack 1 was leaked the day of Mortal Kombat 1's debut trailer back in May, but many are suggesting that this new leak could very well hint at the roster for the second Kombat Pack. If this leak is legitimate, we would be getting Harley Quinn, Deathstroke, the Doomslayer, Serena, Kano, and Noob Saibot as main roster additions via the Kombat Pack 2. The alleged cameo fighters being introduced in this wave of DLC include Rain, Dramin, Bo Rai Cho, Su Hao, and Moloch. Let me know your thoughts about these supposed leaks in the comments, but I do know that the Doomslayer was previously rumored to have been a DLC fighter for MK11, so perhaps this will finally be his debut in Mortal Kombat 1. Fatalities have been a mainstay for the Mortal Kombat franchise since the series' inception, and like the last couple of games, each main roster fighter will have 2 unique fatalities. Just know that the upcoming Mortal Kombat 1 pre-order beta will only feature 1 fatality per fighter. Something awesome regarding the cameo fighters is that, in conjunction to their various special moves that can be applied during battle, these characters will also sport a unique fatality of their own, dramatically increasing the total number of fatalities in Mortal Kombat 1. You will be able to try out some of these awesome cameo fatalities in the upcoming pre-order beta, as Frost, Sonya, Kano, and Jax will be selectable for the limited event. The main roster for the pre-order beta includes Sub-Zero, Kenshi, Kitana, Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, and Li Mei. There will only be 2 playable stages in this beta, the Tea House and Johnny Cage's mansion. Remember that in order to participate in the upcoming pre-order beta, you need to pre-order either the PS5 or the Xbox Series X or S versions of MK1. Pre-ordering any editions of the PC or Switch versions will not entitle you to the beta. The dates for the beta are August 18th to August 21st. More Mortal Kombat 1 information will be revealed in a combat cast scheduled for sometime this week, so make sure to watch it and stay tuned to the channel for more updates about Mortal Kombat 1. Also, make sure to watch this video here going into detail about what we may be able to expect with the hefty single-player content part of MK1. The developers have said that Mortal Kombat 1 will have a substantial amount of single-player content in addition to the story mode, so for those of us wanting to catch a break from the versus mode now and then, we will be satisfied here with MK1. Thank you all for the awesome support, and I'll see you real soon in the next one.